Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. Welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's Graham Gano to get this one started. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
To get back to the line, maybe a yard. Javon Holland up to make the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Giants has it.
And that's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. This run straight ahead for ETN. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, here's McCarthy. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and it's a really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down.
At their own 35-yard line.
Guard's going to keep this on his own read, and this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Dark. They try to work the screen with Scalaboo. And they'll get about 3 here on second down before he's out of bounds.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Operating from the gun, it's Stark. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Dallas Turner, he's pinned to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up fourth down.
In punt formation for the Giants.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A gain of 17 to the 17-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the Giants' 15-yard line.
It is second and 9. Run the toss here to Etienne. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
15-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
They need 8 as they come up for third down.
Cougar 19.
And that is incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
The tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and Not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he will go all the way. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Extra point by Gano is up and good. The Giants move out to a 7-3 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The drive begins with a carry from ETN. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That one good for a dozen. A very quick first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Let's go.
1 quarter in the books. 7-3 is our score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Vikings football as we begin this 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. On play action, here's McCarthy. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go now. 19.
To throw, it's McCarthy. To the left side, and it's caught by Felton. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. A big play for Minnesota. 37 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's ETN. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. This one intercepted. Picked off by Fabio Carrican. He's inside the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, New York.
And Mike, and as bad as things seem, especially after that last play, the key to playing quarterback in this league, if you're going to allow bad plays to lead to more bad plays, you're not going to last very long. So it's the value of, hey, can you win the next play and then the play after that? Those are the guys that really make it in this league, and we're going to get a good test of it right here.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
First carry now for Ty Campbell. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Let's go. 70 ready. 70.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. That is taken in by Felton. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big play for Minnesota. It's a gain of 34. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, they'll give it to Etienne. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. On the run to the right. Taking off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
3rd down, 3 to go. They'll try and run for the first with Etienne. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. 1st down, 1st and goal.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for 1st and goal.
They'll run it here with Etienne. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12. Here's McCarthy. Now a screen set up for Etienne.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal. Here's Hawkinson in motion. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Josh Oliver. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings are back within 4. It is 14-10. Riker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go. 70, Timberwolf. Dragon 16.
On play action, it is Dart. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's a handoff to Scatterboo. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Giants.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Set. 70 Lion.
Right back to Scatterboo on first down, and he'll get about 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 34-yard
He'll
line.
come up now for second down and 4.
Let's go now. 480.
They'll go again with Scatterboo. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Once again, it's Scatterboo. And he'll work forward to about 3. It's second down. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. Here's second and 6.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Here's Dart. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Here comes third and 6. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run. It's Scatterboo. A second effort, and he is in. And Scatterboo. Touchdown, New York. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard run.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. As a second charge timeout for Minnesota. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He's going to let one fly for Allison. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Now a signal, timeout call, 9 seconds left to play in this first half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This a 46-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings are able to get it back within a score.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So we're at halftime. Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman to get out to lead the way.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Quick throw out wide. It is complete. And they will finally run him down. A big-time play out of the G-Man. It's a gain of 34.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Hey, check that, street.
On first down, it's Scannable. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
70 Lions.
Dart. And he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Inside the 30. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. A huge play in this game, and now the defense is given the opportunity to tie this one up as they've cut the deficit to just 2. What a big play.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. I mean, they find themselves trailing here in the second half, and not only does the defense make the play of the game, but as you said, they got a chance now to go for 2 and tie this thing up.
And now you get the pick 6, and right on the heels of that, the offense comes out to go for 2. Flush to his right. And that is not going to work. It's incomplete. Trying to tie the game with a 2-point conversion, but unable to do so. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He'll get that out to Scannable. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Dart, and that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
This is returnable from inside his own 40. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Play fake. It's McCarthy. To the left side here. Caught by Anderson. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
Let's go.
On the handoff, it's ETN. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
That's to the end zone, where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. And it's probably a touchdown.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll run it here with Campbell. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Here's a third and 10. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. It is brought in the end zone. Jordan Addison, touchdown Vikings.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Scatterbull. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here's a second and 12.
Go! Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll go play action here with Dart. That'll be taken in by Scalaboo. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll run with Scalaboo. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. The veteran safety, Harrison Smith, there on the stop.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 35, here's second down and 6. Now the shotgun. It's Dart. Exiting the pocket right. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. Jonathan Grenard gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up third down. from the gun. It's dark. Left side in the hands of Neighbor. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
27.
Is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball's over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. The bootleg. It's McCarthy. Open man downfield. It's Allison. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fourth quarter now, and it'll begin with a run by Etienne. Not much happening there, just a short game.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Dane Belton. And the Giants are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. Try to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Third, they need 8. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. Slayton.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you would love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
This is taken at his own 30. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
Over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
On first and 10, it's McCarthy. Short pass, caught by Oliver. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. The quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
McCarthy to the air on second down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. On the give is ETN. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
It's now second and 6.
From the 22 now, here's second and 6.
Here we go, here we go.
Once again, it's ETN. And his defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
And he goes nowhere, buried back at the 15-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Got it, ready? Go!
A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 21, here's second and 4.
Let's go! 70 Lions!
Now, Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. A gain there of
and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the give, it's Scatterboo. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
36-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Throwing. Start. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Talk things over before third down.
Something's taken from me. Life's got always been missing with me.
To throw is Dart. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They get 12 yards on that pass. That's good for a Giants first down.
Yard line.
Quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO. No chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at their 48-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
He's got his man, that's Slayton, and he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
That's another New York Giants. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To the air once more is Dart. They try to work the screen with Scatterboo. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll be third down. Dart gonna throw it again. He has height complete. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this fourth down. They need their best play.
It's only a yard, but a big yard. 4th and 1.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. Open man, that's Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down. It's a gain of 12 facing fourth down.
Another New York Giants. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run here. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Vikings.
A play fake. Now Dart. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and completed. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Now, Gano for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will up the lead to 5.
Makes the score Giants 35, Vikings 30.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. Here's first down.
Go! 70 with Buffalo leading.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's swung out to Chandler. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the first down mark. And that's a pickup at 9. Is going to set up 2nd and 1.
They still have that timeout in their back pocket, so they can still throw the ball anywhere on the field. They've got to generate a chunk play, call timeout, and either try a long field goal or just chuck it deep into the end zone.
That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
On the move left. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish. This one will come to an end. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in.